Hi, kindergartners. So, something kind of crazy happened today. I was walking around the classroom here at school and I found this word wallpaper on the floor. I think it might have fallen out of somebody's folder when you guys were here this week. I wasn't really sure, but I was going to just recycle it because I have my word wall hanging up in the classroom. But then I thought, I got an idea. Now that you guys are writing pattern books, your word wall could be like your best friend helping you find more words to put in your books. So, writers, today, what I want to teach you is that you can use your word wall to pick words for your patterns to put in the books that you're writing. You know lots of the words on this word wall already. I'm going to highlight some that we've learned, and I want you to try to read them as I do it, okay? I'm not going to do all of them, just the ones we've learned so far. That's right. A-N-D, and. A-T, at. Here's another one we've learned. C-A-N. Can you spell can? C-A-N. Oh, we've done this one. G-O, what does that spell? We've done a few over here. The word I, in, is. Ooh, here comes the word of the week. L-I-K-E. What word is that? All right, let's do some more. M-E. What's that word? Me. N-O spells no. O-N. What is that word? On. All right. S-E-E. That was the very first sight word we learned this year. T-H-E. Remember the poem? You can say the or you can say the. Either way, it's spelled T-H-E. T-O-2. Oh, here's a few more we've learned. W-E. Do you remember that word? We. Y-E-S spells yes. And Y-O-U. What's that word? So, kindergartners, you already know lots of words. I know you have a word wall like this in your red folder or hanging up in your workspace at home. Maybe you can get out a highlighter today and highlight the words on your word wall that you know. Then you can use those words to put in books. All right, kindergartners, I'm going to use these words to put in a pattern book today that I'm going to write. So I got out a pattern booklet like this. I'm starting a new one today. Maybe you'll be using one from yesterday that you already started. Either is okay if you're starting a new one or doing one that you've been working on already. And I'm going to think of a topic, and I've been thinking about it. And I have a lot of books in our classroom about fall, but I don't have a whole lot of books about winter. So I want to make a book about winter so that I can put in our class bin so that everybody will be able to read it. So I'm going to write the title Winter. All right, now I need to think about some parts about winter that I know. And I always want my name on the cover too. And I'm going to write the date too. It is 12 dash 3. All right. Ooh, I know something that I can see in winter. One of my favorite things is snow. So I'm going to draw some snowflakes. Another thing that you can see in winter that people wear a lot are hats. I think I'm going to draw some wintry hats. Put a little ball at the top of that one. And gloves and mittens. People wear these things a lot in the winter. I'll do some gloves down here. All right, hats and gloves. And another thing I see a lot in the winter is sleds. People like to go sledding in the winter, so I'll draw a sled. Kind of comes up at the top and has like some rails at the bottom. And a handle so you can make it go. We'll make the sled be moving. There's a sled. And another thing in the winter that I love looking at is holiday lights. So that's another thing I can draw that people hang up a lot in the winter on their houses. Maybe I'll draw a picture of a house here and I'll draw some twinkling lights coming down. These will be the twinkling lights. Give this house a door and some windows. But I'm pointing to the lights. Now I'm going to use my word wall to think about how this book could go. What could the words say about winter? I wrote about lots of things that you can see in the winter. I want to use my sight words, and I'm going to make up a pattern that I can use on each page about my book. Let me think. I can see snowflakes in the winter. In the winter, we can see hats and gloves. You know what? I think I was coming up with a pattern. In the winter, we can see, and then I can write all these things. And those words are on my word wall in case I forgot. All right, I'm going to make it say, in the winter, we can see, and then on this page, it will say snow. So, there it is on my word wall under the I. And since it's the beginning of a sentence, I'm going to use an uppercase letter, I-N-N, finger space, the. That's also on my word wall. Winter, I had that on the front cover so I could check there. We, that's from my word wall too. Can, that's from my word wall. I love all these word wall words. See, another one that I know in a snap. Snow, oh. And at the end of my sentence, I need a period. In the winter, we can see snow. On this page, I'll write, in the winter, we can see hats and gloves. The winter, we can see hats. At, finger space, and A-N-D, gloves, gloves. In the winter, we can see hats and gloves. This is sounding like a pattern. In the winter, we can see sleds. And then I'll write, in the winter, we can see holiday lights. I'm going to keep working on this, friends. But see how I used my word wall to help me think of a pattern that I can write in my book and write those words over and over again. So kindergartners, think about a topic that's important to you, something that you're interested in, something that you can write a book about. Then get out your word wall and start to think about a pattern that can go with your topic. Can't wait to read these pattern books, kindergartners. Work hard today.